If you're looking for a fast, new way, innovative way to add items to your calendar with technology through a spreadsheet, this is the video you need to watch. Hi, I'm Rashana Levin, Realtor with KW United. Let's get into it. I'm so excited. So what will I cover in this lesson? Thinking about getting your mind, your juices flowing on what items that you actually should put in your calendar as a suggestion ahead of time. I mean, nothing's etched in stone, but at least it's there so you don't have to keep typing all the time. So it's there, it's done. Scheduling your time blocks with your business ahead of time so then you don't have to say, if it's already scheduled in your day, then that is what you're doing. And a tutorial on how to connect the two items, Zapier with Google Calendar. So a couple items to give you some ideas of what you should put in your calendars. Just a recommendation, is not mandatory. None of this is mandatory. I'm just trying to give you some ideas. When is your driver's license due? Think about that. Do you know? I know because I did this for this project. So state inspection, when is that due? If you have that in your area, family birthdays, anniversaries, which is you have a contact management system, you should have that in there. It should be in your phone anyway, but if it's not, you need to put it in your calendar because you can't say, oh, I forgot. Well, if it's in your calendar, you're not going to forget. Business-wise, professional license, if you're a realtor, when is your real estate license due? When do you need to go ahead and do those CE, continuing education credits? Don't wait till the last minute, then you're rushing because you're busy, then you don't have time, and then it's just inconvenient. So knock it out ahead of time. I'm going to go ahead and do my my continuing ed next month, and then it'll be done for next year. Trainings. What type of trainings are you going to go on this year? What type of vacations? That's not on here. That's personal. Go ahead and block that out in the beginning of the year, then it's done. So if you're more of a paper person, but I look at my calendar every day online. So I'm a digital person, so I like to see it there because then it's on my phone, it's on the computer, it's everywhere I am, so then I don't have to forget about it. I still like to write stuff down, but I like it to be on the computer, then it's there. Then I won't miss it. Conferences or any other networking events. So steps to add events to your calendar. I would say list all the things that you actually want to add to your calendar with, the due dates or when the date is due, like what it is, and then create a Google spreadsheet, and I'll put a template to what you're actually going to need for Zapier because you have to make sure that you map it correctly because it won't work. So that's the only thing with Zapier. Like, I love it, but if you don't, you have to set it up right for everything you may add to it. Because if you don't, it's certain things that are required. But then some things aren't required that you don't have to do. But if you don't set that up in the beginning, it's not going to look for it, if that makes sense. You need Google Calendar, and you need Zapier. So let's see it in action. Adding events to the Google Calendar automatically. So here is the template I created. So these aren't my real, dates. This is just an example. So I have driver's license due, location. You can put, you have to do a start date and end date. You have to do that with the times. That is the requirement because I tested this out. Birthdays, wedding anniversary, car, state inspection, NAR dues, car license renewal, so that's the decals. And then here is what I added for your time blocking. So this is an example. So lead generation from 8 to 10, follow-up says 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., lunch and appointment. So now let's go to Zapier. So now I am in the Zapier. So I want to, you can actually use AI to help you. So when a row is added to spreadsheets, add it to Google calendar. Generate. And so it's sometimes if you don't want to, because you can actually find it, but if you tell it what you want and it's not what you want, then you can make changes. But I actually just tested that out and realized you could do it that way. So try it. So is this what we wanted to do? So sync a Google Sheets with Google Calendar. That's what we want to do. New spreadsheet row, create a detail event. So try it. So then you don't actually have to search for it, because it can be kind of complicated if you don't know. So now we want to click on the three dots. Well, not the three dots. If you want to rename it, you can do that. So now it's going to ask you to connect your Google Sheets to this. I've already done that. Connect. So now once you have that connected, it's going to ask you what spreadsheet do you want it to be. So this is the spreadsheet I wanted to go to. So 2004 events, add to imported events, because I have a separate calendar for that, because I don't want you guys to see everything in my calendar, so I have it separate. But you don't have to rename it that. That's just for the video. So now we want to continue. So what it's doing here is it's testing the trigger to make sure something's in the row. And so it's trying to find something. I need to make sure it has everything. So you scrolled to make sure it has everything you need. And I know this does not for some reason. Yes. So make sure you have everything on the bottom here. So I want to test that out again. Find new records. Okay, D, because I need all of these items. I need all the way to E, column E. Continue. Okay, choose accounts. And continue. And which calendar do I want it to be? I want it to be in imported events, because for this example. So now here is where the fun starts. It's a little tedious, but summary, that's the description. No, that's not what the description is, sorry. That's the event name. Sorry. Let's see. Description. So you link all the items. So it's location, start date, and end time. So start. That's why you should have the column names the same. So I'm just linking all these things. If you needed to repeat it, I'm not sure how to test that right now, so I won't tell you about that. So I believe everything is in here. And so now we click continue. And once you continue, it's going to ask you again, are you linking everything to the right time? So this is the end time, the location, any reminders, start date, summary, default. So we want to test the step. We always want to test it to see what it does. So now I need to go to my calendar. And so we're in November. Aha! See? January 1st. So I got the driver's license renewals from 8 to 5. It's in Fairfax. I didn't have a note there. So it's in there. So now we go back to sync events. Okay, let's zoom in because I can't see. Now we want to publish. So publish means we're ready and the zap is completed. So all the transfer data is there. So every time a new sheet goes in there, then a new row goes into the item. I can transfer existing data. I'm going to do that for this example because I don't need to copy everything I did. I need everything to just be in there. So these are all the items from the notes. This is the event name, this is everything. So let's see if that works. a second. Did it go to the other calendar? For some reason, I feel like it went to the wrong calendar. It did. Okay, well, sorry. This is why technology is fun. So don't do what I said and do another calendar. For some reason it did not do that, what I wanted it to do. It still reverted to the other calendar that I had, which is my primary calendar, but it's fine. I don't have anything scheduled in here right now. But it did work, but when you tell it too many different things, for some reason, I don't know why that didn't work. But the events did add to the calendar. You see the appointments. So if I go to the day of the week, everything is in here. So I got the anniversary that I put in there, the driver's license. So you see the gist of how you fix it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hope this was beneficial to you to learn more about what Zapier can do, even if the AI feature, if you don't even decide to use to connect the items with your events on your calendar. It's other things that you can actually do with Zapier to assist with your business and everything. And I'll link some items and more tips in the description. Thank you for watching. Give me a call at 240-284-4114.